Thanks to FanArch for sponsoring Mets Daily. Use that code FanArchBaseball. AJ Ewing, we said on Monday's Mets Daily, the Mets should call up Ewing and Clifford. We don't expect both, but call up one of them. Well, they're calling up AJ Ewing. They must have watched Mets Daily, and that's a good move by them where you can subscribe, you could smash that thumbs up on the video, comment below. Let us know what you think of the move, and go follow me right now, guys, at Jake Brown Live. A lot more content coming on my YouTube. Please go subscribe on there. We'll do a giveaway. We're going to give stuff. It's going to be epic on my YouTube. So please go there and subscribe and follow me on TikTok. We broke the internet this weekend. On TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter. We broke the internet. So if you're not following me, get that done at Jake Brown Live all over the place. And let me know in the comments that you hit that follow and you hit that subscribe to my YouTube at Jake Brown Live. AJ Ewing, man, this is a left-hand hitter who scouts rave about. His ability to hit contact, to steal bases, to work the counts. This is what scouts have said about him. If you're looking for a spark like they are, he's got the game to bring energy. He's got great speed. He'll steal a base. He'll make a diving play. He gets really good jumps at the outfield. He's a natural in center field. He's got the tools to hit right away. His swing is short and quick to the ball. He has a knack for fouling off pitch to keep at bats alive until he gets a pitch he can handle. He adapted quickly to AAA pitching. This is the Mets' fourth-round pick out of high school in Ohio in the 2023 MLB draft. He has worked his way up quick. Could they be doing it too soon? Sure. But this is a team in dire straits right now. And after just 12 games at the AAA level, he is here. And listen, I love it. Could it be too quick? Could it stunt his development? Sure. But the Mets right now look terrible, and they need some kind of life. And maybe he's the guy that gives them life. He's not a power hitter, but he's a contact hitter, and he'll swipe a bag if he gets on. And the Mets need an aggressive base runner right now. He stole 70 bases over 124 games at single A, at St. Lucie, at Brooklyn, Binghamton, 70 stolen bases. That's more than one every other game. And the Mets need that kind of guy. I would put him at the right top of the lineup. That's what I would do. I don't think the Mets are going to. He's probably going to be at the bottom. But he's expected to play center field tonight in Queens at Citi Field against the Detroit Tigers. And, man, the Mets need to sell tickets. This is a good move to do. Sell a few. You're not going to sell a bunch. You'll have $5 Tuesdays tonight. And you got the debut of A.J. Ewing. Some fans now on a good weather day will come out tonight. So, love this decision by the Mets. Will it change a lot? Maybe not, but you have to give it a try at this point. Enough of the Bruhans and Ibanez and Slater. My guess is the corresponding move is Slater will get DFA'd. If not, it'll be Ibanez gets DFA'd. My guess is Ibanez because Mendy threw him like under the bus on Sunday. You know, again, like I said yesterday, he's thrown the replay guy and the 10th string outfielder under the bus this season. No one else. But, you know, it's going to be fun. And no matchups, guys. No freaking matchups. We want to see these guys play every day, Ewing and Bench. That's what we want to see. Enough of the garbage matchups. Here's what I would project against right-hand pitching the Mets lineup should look like. Ewing at center, Soto left, Bichette, Melendez, DH, Beatty third, Vientos first, Alvarez catcher, Bench right, Simeon at second. That mixes some lefties with righties. You have lefty, lefty, righty, lefty, lefty, righty, righty, lefty, righty, which they love to do. This is how I would like to see it against righties. And then against lefties, this is what I would like the lineup to look like against left-hand pitching. Ewing, Soto, Bichette, Vientos, Alvarez at DH, Simeon, Beatty, Torrens at catcher, Benj and right. Keep Benj in there against lefties. And Torrens on the bench and Melendez on the bench in this scenario where you can go to them to pinch hit if they need. No Tyrone Taylor in either of these lineups. No Slater, no Ibanez. These are the lineups and these are the players the Mets need to go with. Stop messing around. Give us the everyday-esque players and enough of the backups. Please, spare us all. This is what I want to see it look like. And would love to see you download Call Sheet app. Go to Call Sheet's website. Because baseball season is here, and now you can trade every game on Call Sheet. The Mets are trading at a probability of just 2% to winning all, meaning a $100 trade is going to get you a boatload of cash, $3,800 with a win. The Mets tonight are trading at 58% to beat the Tigers, which a $100 payout would get you $167. So Mets still the favorites against the Tigers. Pretty shocking if the Mets win. You can pick on any MLB market. On Call Sheet, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. for a limited time. Download that Call Sheet app and use code FANARCHBASEBALL to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI, Call Sheet, trade on anything. Ryan Clifford shouldn't be traded. In fact, he should be the next man up for the New York Mets. We said it yesterday, but I'm going to double down on it. You went to the kids now to get a spark. Let's see if Ewing gives it. But with Lindor's timeline unknown, with Luis Roberts' timeline unknown, with Jorge Polanco's timeline unknown, you have another opening to get Ryan Clifford up here. And what the Mets could really do here is say, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Ryan Clifford at first, Simeon second, Beatty third, Bichette short. We're going to DH Mark Vientos, which that's what he is, better as a hitter. Put him at DH, put Clifford at first, and then we're going to go Benj, Ewing, Soto. That makes the Mets a lot more dynamic if Clifford came up here and hit. And I think Clifford has the ability to be that 30-homer guy to replace a Pete in terms of power. He's not going to get 40, but he's a 30-homer-esque player in the minor league level. He can do that potentially in Queens. So that's the next guy I want to see, but I'm glad we're getting one. How long will it take for Clifford? My guess is sometime this summer. It's hard to say. It really depends on these timelines for injuries and when guys get back. Like if Polanco's back this month, then it's probably not going to be till later in the summer for Clifford. But at some point this summer, I think we will see Ryan Clifford. The Mets will be left with no choice. As they begin a 6-game homestand tonight, 3 versus the Tigers, 3 versus the Yankees. Listen, I expect a ton of Yankee fans this weekend. It's not going to be the level the Sixers got dominated by Knicks fans on Sunday, but I expect probably a 50-50 split. My guess is a 50-50 split. I don't think it'll be like 70-30 Yankees. Maybe it's 60-40 Yankees, but at the very minimum, I expect 50% Mets, 50% Yankees this weekend. Yankees are playing really well. The Mets are playing really bad. I think a lot of Met fans are selling their tickets. Not as much hoopla around the Subway Series. Now, for me, there is. It's 25th anniversary. It's my 26th straight year. It's the 25th anniversary 9/11 later in the year for the 9/11 Subway Series game for that. But 26 years in a row for me going to Subway Series. So excited to be there as usual, but not as much hoopla. I definitely expect a lot of Yankee fans. But tonight, it's Freddie Peralta against Jack Flaherty. The Tigers are off to a little bit of a slow start, 19-22. AL Central is weak, though, so they're in just a couple games out of first. A 7-10 game tomorrow, and then 1-10 on Thursday. So looking forward to seeing that. And listen, the Mets, like we said yesterday, they got to sell tickets, man. And this is a move to sell tickets, of course, as well, bringing up A.J. Ewing here. They need that spark. They really do. All right, questions from yesterday before we wrap it up. Derek Bain says, you don't think it's over? I don't think it's over in May. It's way too early. We've seen turnarounds. Again, the Mets were 11 under 500 in 2024 and nearly made the World Series. So it's just too early to say it's over. Leo Gambino says, please keep Stearns. This is too funny. Let's streak continue. Yankee fans are really enjoying this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the streak you're talking about, but, I mean, again, you're not firing a president, a GM in May. It doesn't happen in sports. So you guys, I laugh at the comments that happen I get everyone hates Stearns right now, and rightfully so. But you're not firing him in May. You can fire Mendoza. I don't know why they haven't. You're not firing Stearns. It's a long interview process. Manager is, boom, we'll put the bench coach in there. It's much simpler of a replacement than a president of baseball operations in, because you want to rush and put someone in there, watch what happens. Dr. Manhattan says, Austin Slater batting third and keeping the game all 4 bats and standing still at the batter's box on a ball that was fair and didn't bother running at first. Yeah, I do remember that. That did bother me a little bit. I'm like, bro, you're barely on the roster. Run to first. That was strange. I mean, he clearly didn't see it, but either way, run. Like, what the ball was right there. That was definitely very odd. But listen, the Slater Bonnies days, I think were, fingers crossed, are coming to an end here. They got to play Ewing every day. Don't make him a part-time player. Let him. He's hot. He was hot in AAA. Let him stay hot here. Keep playing him. Sam says, everyone says bring up the prospects. If they aren't ready, it can ruin them, like we've seen happen so many times. We suck seasons. Don't force prospects too early. Well, you got it, Sam. You got A.J. Ewing. Listen, I understand that, but this team is desperate. And there's no external guy on the scrap you're picking up to save them. Why not? I don't think it could ruin them. If they are built for this, baseball players fail 7 times out of 10 and make the Hall of Fame. If he fails 7.5 times out of 10 or 7 times out of 10, he gets on base, 6.5 out of 10 times, you're satisfied with A.J. Ewing. So you got to deal with the failures. And you don't think this kid's excited, stoked to come up? 6-game homestand, Subway. He gets a Subway Series sniff this weekend. It's a no-brainer. Bessie says, not even halfway through May and the team is cooked. Not surprising you can't enter Dong in the Kentucky Derby. Expect to win. How do the Mets improve by letting Alonso and MOD as well? Yeah, guys, we got to stop with the old guys. We have to stop. We have to. They moved on. The replacements just haven't been good. Again, we can argue till we're blue in the face. Enough of the... Stop mentioning them. Alonso will float into irrelevancy with an Orioles team that won't sniff the playoffs. Stop thinking about him. Think about, okay, Murakami. I mean, we can't even think about the past. You got to just move forward from it. But think about the other free agents that they didn't get for cheaper. Murakami, Akamoto. Think about those guys. Miguel Andujar. We were pleading on Mets Daily for the Mets to sign Miguel Andujar for $4 million. He's tearing the cover off the ball in San Diego. Miguel Andujar was a scrap piece you could have had who said 300. That was the kind of player. Like, if you got Murakami and Andujar, I guarantee you the Mets are pretty damn close to 500 right now. Like, those are the kind of moves that should have been made. Enough of the old guys. They didn't win shit with them. Stop. See, we'll close with this. C Money says, beyond sad state of affairs, guess we can see what Ewing can bring. No Knicks for me, so basically nothing at this point. Sucks right now. Yeah, if you don't have the Knicks right now, you don't have an NBA team, I feel bad if you're just Mets. Thank God for the Knicks, because they're bringing me life. And we'll bring you life tomorrow right here on Mets Daily.